Track.
Indoor. You have to say the next word. Today.
League.
Oh, okay. Retry. Okay.
All right. And go.
Today
We
are
at
Taylor
University
for
Indoor
track
and
fields
League.
meets.
Thank you.
Oh, cool.
Go, here we go.
Hey everyone, back with another video. Got a new GoPro 360 camera, so I'm excited to use that, build some content. So hopefully you enjoy the shots, and I'll try to continue to get creative with those. But I wanted to start a series on what it's like to be a coach from the coach's point of view. But this first one, I just want to start with a couple stories of some athletes who have really kind of challenged the way that I think as a coach. And so I've been coaching now for 11 years, and I've had athletes all over the board. I had some that have had really good careers, some that have had tough careers, and everywhere in between. And one thing that I always try to keep in mind is that just because you have an athlete pinned as a certain thing, that doesn't mean that that's what they're going to be. And so, a little bit of an example, I'm going to use one of my current seniors, Shelby. When she was in high school, I was like, Shelby is an 800-meter runner. Like, everything shows she is. That was her best time in high school. So coming into college, I had all these plans. She's going to run the 800. And getting into college, freshman year, she had an injury. So I wouldn't say finished freshman year super strong because of that. But it's freshman year. We understand that, like that happens, and she got stronger through that. She hasn't had an injury since. So going into sophomore year, I was like, okay, we're just going to be the best 800 runner on our team. And so we're doing all these workouts, and things are like, her body's not responding the way that I imagined it was going to. And so I'm like, okay, it's fine. Just got to take some time. She had that injury, so it'll get there eventually. Outdoor that year, so we went through cross country, indoor, trying to force the 800. Going into outdoor, we're still kind of leaning towards the 800, but I always throw my 800 runners in a 5K, or often do. So she does a 5K, first meet of the year, and she runs really well. And let me tell you, the weather is super windy, but she ran really well. She ran a PR. It was 1950 something, if I remember right, 40 something. The previous 5K PR was 2030, I think. So we're like, whoa, okay, that was really cool. And then by the end of sophomore year, she got that down to 1909 or flat or somewhere in that zone. And so for her, I was like, okay, that's a good sign. And the 800 hasn't really been like thriving, so let's just kind of go down this road a little bit. And then sophomore year went even better. Like, she got down to 1828. So that was one of those examples, like, I'm trying to force her into this box when I just needed to let go of my hopes and dreams for what I thought she should do. I had to grasp what her body was wanting to do. And so even within college, things can change a little bit. One other really good example of this, kind of going the opposite direction, I was training a young man named Gary. He was a guy that when I took over his training, we're like 5K, 10K for sure. Like, this guy there's not a fast twitch muscle in those legs. So we thought. We start training 5K, 10K. He breaks 15 in the 5K, coming from like a high 16-minute guy in high school. And so we're like, sweet, that is phenomenal. Broke 15. He was one of the first guys for me that ever broke 15. And so we're like, we're definitely on the right path. Junior year, it's not going quite as well. Like, I don't think we ever got under 15 again that year. And things are just like, it's not going as well as we thought. Well, one day we needed a person for a 4x8. And so we threw him in the 4x8. He's hoping to break 2. I was skeptical, but he did. In the wind, he ran 159. So the next meet, we're like, all right, we'll put you in the 4x8 again. He runs 156. And then they qualified for nationals. And at nationals, he went 153. And so that was another moment for me where I'm like, hey, like I need to be open to different things, because a person might be developing differently than I think they're developing. Even though like I'm training them for something specific, their body might be kind of developing in a different area. And as coaches, I think we need to be flexible with our plans and our hopes and our dreams, as well as the athlete. They need to be flexible as well, because things can change. All that to say, as a coach, it's okay to experiment. It's okay to try different things. And even when you think you found your niche, it's okay to change, because athletes change as they get older, and circumstances, family, whatever the case, there might be stuff going on behind the scenes that is affecting that athlete. And maybe they're having some issues and they can't run the mileage needed to run a 10K. So bump their mileage down, have them run the 5K, the 1500, and you might find that they develop there, get really good. That may turn into them just running those events, or it may just help their other events. I'm a firm believer that the best athletes are the ones that have range, that can do an 800 and a 10K. Like they can kind of do it all. Hopefully that's encouragement to you guys. If you have any other topics that you're interested in hearing about, feel free to comment below. But as always, like, subscribe the video, share it to other people who might be interested in this, and hopefully we can get some more content out to you guys soon. Have a great day, and God bless.